You know, in order to get this amount of people together in Valencia County on a Friday afternoon, it's really quite amazing. So thank you all for being here. I have the pleasure of introducing my friend here, and I didn't quite know what to say, so I went to Wikipedia. I thought, who is Michelle Wikipedia tells me something I don't know. Your middle name is Lynn. Lujan, not Lynn. Born in October 1959. She's an American lawyer and a politician who is the U.S. representative of New Mexico's 1st Congressional District, serving since 2013. She was born in Los Alamos, New Mexico, and grew up in Santa Fe. Her father, Buddy Lujan, practiced dentistry into his 80s until he died in March 2011, which we all remember. Her mother, Sonia, was a homemaker. Michelle had a sister, Kimberly, who was diagnosed with a brain tumor at the age of 2 and died at 21. She graduated from St. Michael's High School. She received a BS degree from the University of New Mexico in 1981, where she was a member of the Delta Delta sorority. She earned a law degree from the UNM School of Law in 1987. She served as director of New Mexico's Agency on Long-Term Care and Aging under Governors Bruce King, Governor Gary Johnson, and Governor Bill Richardson, who named her as Secretary of the Department of Health. Her first elected position was actually Bernalillo County Commission, serving from 2010 to 2012, which was a launching pad for her when she ran for her second attempt and won a seat in Congress. But let me tell you about the Michelle I know. She's New Mexico true. She has passion and love for New Mexico and all of her people. She is someone who does not judge people on race, gender, age, religion, the color of your skin, or what your background is. She treats the janitor with the same level of respect she gives to any governor. I won't say president because we're not going to talk about that. She has a humanity and empathy you don't always see in public servants. I believe it is because she saw her father give his dental services to take care of others, often to people who couldn't afford it. And she watched her mother for all those years provide the best care to her sister. I've seen her stand up again and again to anyone who stands in her way. She's a fighter. She fights for those who are underprivileged and disadvantaged. She's always been a champion for the elderly and the sick. She's a fighter for dreamers, and she's always been a fighter for education and access to meaningful health care for all. She's a fighter for women and is completely comfortable treating men as her equal.
For all New Mexicans, and I'm so excited about that, and I hope that it shows. And before I start, I want to acknowledge a couple of folks. So I already did that. Michelle Modest and I met actually on the campaign trail when nobody thought I could win, and they were right, in 2008. You know, campaigning is hard. And if you don't know how to so I'll never forget that, Michelle. Thank you for giving me these incredible opportunities for public service. I am so grateful and so proud of the work that you continue to do. I know that he doesn't need an introduction, but a shout out to the Valencia County Democratic Party Chairman, Mike I just got to give her a hug, but I don't know where she went. Sherry Wilson, who is, there she is. And of course, they don't need any introduction, and you get to hear from the fabulous senator, but Senator Michael Sanchez and his fabulous wife, Lynn. They have a brand new grandson. I bet you've all seen that on social media. They just do that to make the rest of us jealous. And it's completely working. Ashley. So welcome Ashley to the Sanchez family. That's incredible. And make sure, oh, let's see. Josh, their son, of course, is he still here? Did he go back to work? Go back to work. All right. And then we've got Belinda. We've got all of these incredible electeds. Belinda Martinez. We've got the UNM Advisory Board. School Board. Did I miss anyone?
Pam Cordova.
Oh, Pam. An easy one to miss because she's the boss of me. And Pam Cordova. All right. I know that what you really want is to spend 3 hours here with me. Just had a heart attack. I want to do 3 things. One, I want to acknowledge that this has been a rough couple of days, and frankly, it's been really hard in D.C. We respond, not all of us appropriately, to incredible tragedies around the world, but nothing closer to home than the 18th shooting in a school. Mass 18th. Now, when they do those, I want to be clear, it's not always as horrific as Florida, but here's how I view it. If there is gun violence on a school campus, we need to, and have an obligation, to acknowledge this epidemic in our country and do everything in our power to make our children and all of the people who are working in our public education safe. And just yesterday, we had the risk of gun violence at UNM main campus. And we were fortunate that we didn't have anyone hurt or a life taken. But it is further evidence that this is the only country where this is an issue. It is, in fact, an epidemic. And I will tell you that as governor, and these are the kinds of things that I think about, that I wish I could give you some assurance in short order. I think 2018 could be better, but I could give you some assurance in short order that Congress is going to change the way that it works. It is hyper-partisan. It is by design. It was 30 years by very conservative Republicans in the making to create an environment where if you do nothing, and in fact, anything you do is aimed at being destructive to federal government and reducing American faith in its public institutions, everything will fall apart. And that's what they want. They don't want government. I want good government. Right? I want exactly the opposite. Not government for the sake of government, but the recognition that government has a role in making a difference in our lives if it's good government. So in that environment, until that gets better, why not be the first state in the nation that funds and studies gun violence? Why aren't we deciding what that epidemic, what is happening and why, and treat it like a public health issue? We have the power to do that in our own state. And those are the kinds of issues that drove me, in addition to our sluggish, terrible economy, to